Hey guys, this is Tomorrow, and welcome to Let's Play Okami! Anyways, I was about to say in the last episode, but there was no last episode, so what the hell am I thinking? Anyways, here's my little Wii with my all my channels. I have Majora's Mask on the Virtual Console, even though I have the GameCube disc that has Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, so I don't know. Let's get started. Okami! Oh my god, that shit is for real. So yeah, let me just grab the remote, turn it down a little bit here, so we don't get too much feedback, and now let's get started. Although I don't really know what's getting started, because this is my first time playing it. Blind. Well, first time playing it in general. Now loading. Cool, it's a box that's in bloody letters. Great, glowing a-go-go's, I'm scared already! I don't know, but we'll find out, I guess. Allow adequate room around you during play. No! My friend beside me, I'm gonna punch right in the face with the Wiimote. When I go to swing the katana, right in the damn face. Knock. Oh wait, I better put on my wrist strap. Yeah. I don't need to listen to your damn guidance, Nintendo. It's not like I haven't been hit in the face with a Wiimote before, which I have. But that was not because the strap broke. That was because I was too close. But you know those first generation of Wii straps? Well, when I first got the Wii, me and my friend were playing bowling, and the strap broke when he went to take a swing, and it bounced off the wall and landed on the couch. It didn't do anything to the wall, but it really fucked up the sensor. Oh my god, it sounds like Animal Crossing voices. Legends tell of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risked all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, the wolf stood up. Against beasts many times in the size that banished the darkness. If it can control existence, I think it's kind of cheating. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. They killed it because they were hungry. I mean, wait, what? Run! Run, Forrest, run! The wolf is a majestic creature. As it stalks its prey, it chases it down, going in for the kill. All we can do is watch as the other animals stay far away, waiting to get the scraps of its remains. Okay, so just skip through this or something? Yeah, sure, whatever. Begin story, press the plus button. Check out options. I am wasting time in this whole video. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go, new game. Okami. Sounds like a tentacle rape voice. Ha ha ha. So, let's see what's going on now. I thought the beginning part was actually part of the game, but I don't know. Hideki Kamiya. I'm not skipping this because I've never seen it before. What the hell is this? Oh my god, cherry blossoms! Long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets, like the prostitutes and drug dealers that sold technically pro Skittles that were ecstasy in disguise. So they were, in a way, fail Skittles. To satiate the appetite of the Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. Wasn't a prostitute because they're not a maiden anymore after how many times they've been through the horizontal monster mash. With a body like a mountain and a head mounted on the necks of the sides, it mounted that maiden like a lion! Its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast, except the little choo-choo train that could. That's why there was no sequel to that book, because he was killed. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, A mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village, and the villagers got scared because, you know, wolves kill people because they're rogue and violent. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranai. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and this is making me learn how to pronounce Japanese names. Maybe I won't fail at pronouncing credits for once. Hooray! People assumed a wolf to be a family or Orochi. Damn it! I gotta stop butchering words. It's not a good profession. I don't know how well it pays, because I don't think people want to buy the words I cut up into pieces. They don't cook over well. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranai. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranai's swift movements. See? The hunter became the hunted, and he ate that person because wolves are starving and wanted fresh meat. And a little baby. No, that's bad. Before long of the night, a cursed festival had arrived. A white plum arrow heralded the coming of the sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft quarterly into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi harboring a secret love. Secret love? Oh my god. This is M for mature. Determined to put an end to Orochi once for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. And he was never heard from again. Game over. Holy shit, there's a lot of dialogue. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood, tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel, the blade left nary a scratch, because it sucked. I feel like I'm owning the dialogue by adding commentary to it. But you know what? I'm allowed to. It's my Let's Play. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath, while the wolf appeared to finish him off because it was hungry for fresh meat. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranai, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranai leapt toward Orochi. Hey, you're supposed to bear your fangs, not your claws. How are you going to pierce the humans? Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. Sorry, allergies bugging me. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Holy crap. It was like 3 minutes of me wasting time and like 5 minutes of dialogue so far. Holy crap. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranai summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. I think wind would kind of make the flames worse in a way. Because the oxygen. Well, then again, it could do both. It could pad the flames with, don't it? As Orochi closed in on Shiranai, sharpening claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Because nature is good, and dragons are bad, apparently. I don't know what that is. Shiranai fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranai, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson with blood, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. That they were never heard from again. Game over. Orochi saw a chance to strike that would be the final blow. But Shiranai refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds of our herd dissipated. Overhead. Bleh. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword and beacon of hope. Oh my god. He's gonna save the day, and then the wolf's gonna eat him. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. after hiding like a pussy. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously forward, Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. They're old similes. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. That one's got a shredder head. Turtles! I'll get you for this! Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In the instant that curse plagued the villagers was lifted, and the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Well, if this happened, why the hell is there a game about it if all this happened? Shiranai, who had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe, Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki, saying, "I've got lunch!"